Hey there, this is Mr. Whitworth. Today we'll be discussing how to create a circle map using the Thinking Map Software 2.0. Alright. Today's lesson will not focus on the software itself. It will have some components of teaching about the software, but today we're going to mainly focus on how to create a circle map. On your screen, you should see something that looks like this, as Thinking Maps 2.0, and then the icon itself is actually a circle map. Double click on that. Go to File, New Map, and today we're going to focus on the circle map. Circle map comes first. That's no coincidence. They have this as the first map because it's the brainstorming map. It's used at the beginning of a lesson. Today we're going to make a circle map actually about circle maps. So what we're going to do is put in what we're going to use is circle maps as what we're going to define. Now, circle map has three main shapes. It has the inner circle, in which we would put what we're defining, the outer circle, which marks the limit of what we're defining, and then our frame of reference. And I'll add that real quick. In the center, you put what you're defining. Okay. Today we're defining circle maps, not circle. So I'm going to put that in the center. I like to boost up the font a little bit every single time. It makes it easier to see. So we add circle maps in our center, and that's what we're defining. So everything in this outer circle here will be defining that circle map. So let's add something. What about the circle map do we know? We know that the circle map is used for brainstorming. Anything can go in the circle map. Anything can go, unlike the other thinking maps, such as the tree map, double bubble, brace map. They have specific rules about what can be used and how it should be used because it's a very specific map. They are very specific maps for specific purposes. Circle maps is used as a brainstorming map, so anything goes. Anything you want to throw on it, we'll throw up there and stick. Okay. It's a brainstorming map. It also has very few rules. Very few rules of what you can and cannot put in there. It's usually used at the beginning of the lesson. Now, if you're using a circle map at the end of the lesson, you probably screwed up going through your standard. I have not come across really any standards that just ask for students to know something. They're usually asking them to compare, synthesize, create, evaluate, analyze, much the higher levels of Bloom's taxonomy. Very rarely do they want students to just know or define something. However, I could be wrong, so more than welcome to correct me on that. If you find a standard that only has students know something, but I haven't come across one yet, so most likely you will not use this at the end of a lesson. This is mainly what you use in lieu of to get to another thinking map. Mainly used to get to other thinking maps. It's also used a lot with the bubble map. The bubble map has specific rules of that anything that can't fall in the bubble map, you can put in the circle map. Now, as far as the corresponding, none of these have to really correspond with each other. It doesn't matter where you put it in this center circle, just as long as it's in the center circle. As far as letting the students draw the circles, mainly, unless they're using the software, we want them to freehand it. We don't want them to pass out templates or rings to draw the circles. We would much rather them draw them themselves. It doesn't have to look perfect. Thinking maps aren't made to look perfect. They're made to look student created. Now, this rectangle here, that's our frame of reference. The frame of reference tells us where we got the information, why the information is important, and our perspective on the information. So let's add to it. We got the information from Thinking Maps Training. We find this information important because makes us better teachers. And my perspective on this is someone who uses Thinking Maps on a daily basis. So, I'll just move this down a little bit. So we have our basic circle map here. We have our inner circle, which has what we're defining, our outer circle with all the information that is defining it, and then our frame of reference that tells us where we got the information, why the information is important, and our perspective on the information. If you have any questions, just call my extension. I'm more than willing to help you. You can shoot me an email. You can also post a question on the website itself underneath in the comments. All right. Thank you very much.